Hello and welcome to It's a Small World, a podcast where we explore alternative ways of thinking about life, the universe and everything in between. I'm Tanya.
And I'm Mitch.
And each week we talk openly about the ideas, experiences and questions that sit just outside the mainstream. Not to convince anyone of anything, but simply to consider. We're interested in curiosity, coincidence, belief, the unexplained and those moments in life that make you stop and think. Today's episode then is a bit of a personal one because we're talking about how we became friends and whether that was coincidence or something else entirely. We're going to talk about synchronicity, how it shows up in everyday life and whether it's something you can actually invite in rather than just waiting for things to happen. Right then, so do you want to talk about how we met, how it came about?
Yes, now I've got your application form. Now I know all I've written on it is Risley Hall Hotel and the postcode. And I'm guessing it was 2021 because it says updated 2021 on the document. But when did we actually meet?
Well, that was the first time we met, wasn't it?
Yes, at the interview.
Was that? We went to the hotel and it'd been taken.
Yeah, well, that's worth one, isn't it?
So we went to the pub instead, didn't we?
Yeah. I've seen the email. The earliest email I've got is you saying I've read the health and safety instructions.
Oh,
and that was in October,
right?
But I'm sure you joined before then.
Yeah, I think it was about September.
I was going to say August, September time, possibly. Yeah.
I was trying to think where the first thing was that we did out of work.
Oh, out of work. Leafleting, probably. You have to go leafleting.
Yes, yeah. The promo job, wasn't it?
Was that lockdown? After lockdown?
Just after
lockdown, wasn't it? Year after lockdown, yeah.
Yeah. So, do you want to talk a little bit about what you do?
A little.
Well, just to explain, if you don't know, Mitch runs a paranormal investigation company, and I applied to join.
Yeah.
And yeah, we kind of just got chatting, didn't we? And sort of hit it off. Sometimes you chat to people and it happens. It's quite easy, isn't it? And then other time you find things difficult.
Because this is interesting, right? Because if we met in 2021, which is like the year after COVID, I wouldn't be surprised if it must have been springtime when you said to me the following year, come.
Yeah, probably was.
Yeah, because I think 2023 was my weird year that I had the best year ever.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. I started doing all the medieval stuff and all that crazy stuff.
So you met me and your life changed.
Absolutely, yeah. I had a year of hustling.
That's how we met. And we kind of both had some same interests, obviously paranormal. I'd always been into sort of paranormal and ghosts, I think, but hadn't explored it to your extent as such. I'd been on, I think,
quite a few. I can understand why we took you on.
Yeah. Well, I think we see having an older brother. My brother used to show me horror films and things when I was very little, and my doll's house I turned into Amityville. Complete with there was like I built like a well in the basement out of a toilet roll that was like it was like the gateway to hell. It was.
So, but your Cindy dolls had unusual costumes on as well.
Yes, yeah. So yeah, I'm not sure whether my parents were worried about me at that point, but yeah, blood was running down the stairs. So yeah, and then obviously fast forward to I'd been ill, I'd had the cancer, and it got me kind of thinking about why we're here. You know, not to sound morbid as such, but I thought, you know, you never know when your life is going to be snatched away from you unexpectedly, and is this it? You know, is there life after death?
Because just that alone is such an interesting point to discuss.
Yeah,
you know, there must be moments when you've been there on the bed thinking, "Ooh."
Yeah, you do. Once you've sort of, you know what's, you know you've got cancer as such, but you don't know the extent of it. You don't know what treatment you're going to have, if you can have treatment. And it's about 3 weeks until you get those results. And in that time, your mind goes through so many different scenarios. And yeah, one of them is obviously worst case scenario. I think we're all guilty of jumping to that sometimes. And yeah, I was kind of, is there something else? And that kind of renewed my interest in the paranormal, life after death, that kind of thing. And
did you have any weird things go on, of a paranormal, spooky nature during that period in your life?
I don't, not that I remember. I mean, I used to do a lot of YouTube, and a couple of people said, did you notice the orbs that were around you on that
Ooh.
video? And I hadn't. I just assumed it's dust. And which again, part of it is, isn't it? So again, it's not something I've taken too seriously. But no, you just go into some dark places, and yeah, so I wanted to, investigate more, and I thought, doing the ghost hunts might convince me of something else.
Yeah,
Thing.
because I know exactly where I was sitting, where you were sitting in that room when you explained all of that to me.
Yeah.
And the picture I had in my head is like it was a dark, windy night, and you'd gone to this cliff, and you were looking into the abyss, and then you just turned around and said, "Okay, there's something out there." And then, as if you turn around and go, "Right, now I'm going to find out what it is." And I had this picture, and I've still got it in my head. It's kind of that.
That's
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Yeah. And then since then, obviously, we've done other things, but that kind of got me onto this week's theme of synchronicity and coincidence, because I was kind of looking into what the difference was, because that wasn't coincidence that we met. Coincidence would have been if we turned up in the same shoes, something like that.
Yeah, absolutely, yes.
But therefore, synchronicity, that we were meant to meet at that time and become friends.
And I've got another curveball to throw in at some point. Do you want that curveball now?
Go on.
Sherry Ann told me that you were going to come into my life.
Did she?
Yeah, about a year, at the beginning of the year, before I even met you. I didn't know it was you.
So what did she say?
I've been looking for all my old books and my journals, and because Alan, I write everything down, and I like to do my thing beginning of the year usually.
Yeah.
I've already said that. And she actually said, someone's going to be joining the team. She's going to be with you for a long time. She's going to be something different. She's going to be very, very good on social media. And it's just what you need, but it's going to be for you. Or something like that.
Wow.
It's pretty abstract the way that Sherry Ann speaks at times, isn't it? So it could have been anything. But no offence, you're the only one that's kind of fitted that mold.
But Sherry Ann is how would you describe her? A psychic medium?
Oh, mad as a bag of frogs.
She's more than that, isn't she?
But she's more than that. I think she's a psychic medium, life guru. I think she's absolutely marvellous. And she's not everyone's cup of tea, but I think she's absolutely fabulous. Yeah.
I've always sort of thought I might like a reading with Sherry Ann. I find readings fascinating, but that's probably another subject for...
Absolutely, for another day, yeah.
So yeah, when I was kind of researching this episode, then I kind of went into a bit of a rabbit hole looking at what it was. And so if you go, I thought I'd got my head around it. Yeah. And then I sort of went back, and you've heard of Carl Jung, obviously.
Yeah, he's on the list as well.
Yeah, famous psychiatrist, psychotherapist, psychologist, and the founder of the School of Analytical Psychology. So he wrote an essay about synchronicity in 1952. Okay. Yeah. And he believed that not everything meaningful in life happens because one thing causes another. He thought that sometimes meaning appears in a different way. He said, we live in two worlds at once, an inner world and an outer world. The inner world is our thoughts, emotions, symbols, dreams, and unconscious material. The outer world is events, people, timing, and coincidence. And most of the time, these two worlds run separately. But sometimes during those moments of emotional intensity, growth, or change, they line up. So when something happens inside you and is mirrored by something happening outside you at the same moment, it feels meaningful rather than random.
Mm-hmm.
That's how he defined synchronicity.
Yeah.
He didn't say, importantly, that one thing caused the other. He said that they were connected by meaning, not logic.
Yes, that completely makes sense. It's how you is what you need at the time, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, I am going to say a bit of it's a bit like having a tarot card reading or something like that. You take the meaning for what you need at that point, isn't it? Yeah, yeah. So I kind of get where it's coming from that. Is
Yeah.
good
Now,
theory.
his famous example, you've probably heard of this, he was working with a patient who was rational and emotionally closed off. She told him she'd had a dream the night before where she was given a golden scarab, like a beetle,
Yeah.
a powerful symbol of rebirth and transformation. As she was describing the dream, Jung heard tapping at the window. He opened it and a scarab-like beetle flew into the room, something extremely rare in that part of Europe. He caught it and handed it to her, saying, "Here is your scarab."
Ooh.
That moment broke something open in her. Therapy shifted. Emotion entered where it had been blocked. Jung didn't claim this was magical fate. His point was simpler and deeper than that. Now, is that coincidence or is that synchronicity?
Whatever it is, it's bloody good. Flipping heck, even Paul Daniels couldn't pull that one off. Yeah. Gosh, well, yeah. Who knows? You'd like to think that it's magic, because obviously that's what we all like, isn't it, in life? But wow, but for someone, maybe she'd heard a scarab outside scratching away, and it planted the seed in her head, and she had this dream. I almost said the word just coincidence then, but
yeah,
that's like
for me, I thought I got my head around it, and I thought, well, is that coincidence or is that synchronicity? Did she somehow bring that scarab into being? I don't know.
Ooh. And for it to be so rare as well, that's going some, isn't it?
Yeah. So, you see, I thought I got my head around it. Then I was listening to Mel Robbins.
Yeah.
And I've got a bit of a love-hate relationship with Mel Robbins.
Yeah.
I think, she became very well known for 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Which is such a cool thing. Get up to 1, 3, 2, 3 and motivate yourself. And the let them theory, again, is a very basic theory. But it does work in some respects.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that another week. But then she's progressed so much from then, and she's become a really well-known, what would you call her? Coach, thinker?
Well, life coach, motivator, speaker. She's all of those things, isn't she?
Now, she...
I don't think she's a guru, but she just talks sense, I think.
Yeah. Now, her description slightly differs to Jung's. So coincidence, she says, is random, no meaning attached. Again, I agree with that. Again, that's like turning up in the same shoes. We did have, I think, a flat tire the same at one point, didn't we? Do you remember?
Oh yeah, our cars were synchronizing with things breaking down.
Yeah.
Your went first, mine went a few weeks later.
Yeah. But then we've always said that our cars are like yin and yang, because I've got the white one, you've got the black one, and they're the same model. So is that coincidence?
What about that?
It's coincidence,
isn't it?
Yeah, but was it meant to be? Anyway, yeah. So coincidence, random, no meaning attached. Synchronicity, meaningful timing, personal relevance. Yeah.
Yes.
But it sometimes only makes sense in hindsight. Which again, we're just going, oh yeah.
Exactly. Looking back at a long time where they've gone connected.
Yeah. So again, have you had moments that have made sense later, would you say? That you can look back and think, oh, that was synchronicity.
Yes, there are times when I've done stuff at work. I've been driving to this and make you laugh. Right? So I've been driving to it. There's two particular venues I was working at. I was at a museum, and then I was in a country park. I was driving to work, and I'll be thinking to myself, lovely view, driving along, and I'll say, "Ooh, wouldn't it be nice if X, Y, and Z happened today? I don't know, this happened, or that person turned up, or if I got a letter about this." And then I get to work, and at some point during that day, something would happen that I thought about on the way to work. And I'm thinking,
Yeah. So
oh,
that again, just go like,
have I manifested that?
yeah.
Or was it already, I'd already was on the route to having that? It's
But then your
who knows?
internal thoughts have matched the external things
Absolutely.
happening.
Yeah.
Mm.
I know it's kind of touching on the old LOA thing here, aren't we? As well.
Yes, that's what I said. It's very much bordering it, isn't it?
Yeah.
And do you think then that awareness changes how we notice these things?
Oh God. Yeah. Oh, we've all done the green car thing, haven't we?
Yeah,
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 you go. Yeah, everyone does that. And then the shoes, like you say, the shoes you wear, you all recognise those,
yeah.
and you just prickle your brain a little bit, and so, flipping eggs, it's just gone from having synchronicity, for instance, we've gone and brought tarot fortune telling, the green car syndrome, manifestation in in to try and answer
We're covering a
these
lot of things.
questions.
I mean, I have done, I mean, you trained in law of attraction, didn't you?
Yeah, there's coaching.
But for people that don't know what law of attraction is, it's not how to pull a fella. It is beyond that.
Yeah.
It's about bringing things into your life. And I did a course, and it was like, think about what car you would like. And I'm quite happy with my car, have to say. But if I ever did change it, my dream car would be a white Range Rover Evoque.
Okay. Yeah.
And they said, you got to think about that. And the more you think about that and the fact that you've got that car, you'll bring it closer to you and you'll keep seeing that car because it's getting closer to you.
Yeah.
But are you seeing it because it's in your mind?
Yeah. You're aware of it.
Yeah.
The seed's been planted. Look out for this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is another theory called, I'm trying to think what it's called, the power of the cow. So
What is the power of the cow?
If somebody says to you, you're going to see a cow today, apparently you will see a cow, whether it's in a field, it's on the telly, it's on a milk bottle, you will
On
see
your plate.
Yeah, you'll see a cow in some form. But we're looking for it, aren't we?
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
We brought that into our being, or was it always there but we weren't aware of it?
For those who can't see my face, I am kind of like putting lips going. I don't know, because it is like planting the seed, isn't it? What you're looking for, something. Yeah. I mean, I know, and I will be absolutely. There's days where I've had a bit of a bag on, and I'm looking for a fight with anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so you're looking for it, aren't you? You're feeling for you. You're in that state of trying to find someone who will have that confrontation with you, and hopefully not as strong as you are. So yeah, I think it's planting the seed and looking for it.
Yeah.
But, wow. I've got my brain spinning around at the moment, because what I thought was quite a simple discussion point is obviously now we've got plates spinning all around.
I know, you go round in circles, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so do you bring those things into your life? Because again, I did hypnotherapy, scripting, and as part of like scripting, you write as if you've already got that thing. So you write how your day has been. So, for example,
you write it in the past tense.
Yes, in the past tense. As
in the past tense.
Yeah, so it's like I got up this morning, I had a really healthy breakfast, then I jumped on a call where I earned X amount of money, I got into my white Range Rover Evoque and drove to my chalet at the coast. So it'd be this kind of thing. And then I actually thought having a chalet would be a really good thing. Mum could go to it, and then the perfect chalet came up.
Right.
Now, was that because I was looking for it? I trained my brain to such an extent that it became aware and focused. Or somehow was that chalet brought into my life? I can't have made those people sell it. Do you know what I mean? But
absolutely. So, but on your scripting list, then that was just one item out of many parts.
Yeah.
of your wish list, basically. Yeah. And so that's one. So the probability of getting one thing out of maybe, I don't know, 8 or 10 things is quite reasonable.
Well, I suppose, yeah, statistically.
Okay.
I haven't got the Range Rover. I did keep selling them. I've probably got more chance of being knocked over by it.
When I was doing my coaching thing, so my course is very much, you learn about LOA, law of attraction, and then you learn how to deliver LOA. Okay. And what I concluded after all of this training, to be flipping ages to get, and that is, during that period, I was seeing brighter colours. Everything was clearer, brighter. Go take the dog for a walk. Everything was greener. I felt happier. My relationship with my partner was better. Everything was good. I was at this high vibe, and all these videos I was watching, another good video would come along. Well, then that's just the computer's been rather clever, isn't it? Throwing
algorithm.
Algorithm. And then I was going down the whole manifesting thing, and nothing was really happening. I'm thinking, but that part of my life's really good now, but that bit isn't happening. So what's going on there? And my big thing was, I just wanted to be content. That was my big takeaway kind of thing. But then after all of this, I was kind of like started to doubt the whole situation. And I was looking back in all my notes and thinking, has this actually worked for me? And I realised that emotionally, I'd absolutely nailed it. Right, financially and the material things, I hadn't nailed it, kind of thing. And then something happened. And it might have been Paul's counselling lady. I had a chat with her, and she just, oh yeah, LOA, yeah. Have you figured out now that everything just comes from within? I thought, do you know what? If I'd known that 12 months ago, I could have saved myself a lot of time.
Money.
Because it's true. It is. It is within, and I do believe the whole collective consciousness and that can have an effect on things. I do believe in that. I think that's going to be the next level of stuff that the people on this planet is going to get a bigger picture of.
I think people are open to that, aren't they? It's not it's not a medical thing. Your doctor's not going to go and prescribe you manifestation or LOA, but a lot more people are open to the power of the mind and how everything is connected. And
let's be honest about it. If you say positive things about yourself, you do feel better about things. I mean, I've got a friend, and she's a bugger for being 10 steps ahead and can be quite negative all the time. And it got to a point where I couldn't be with her because she kept dragging me down all the time. But then when she's on a high and she's really being really positive, she's absolutely fantastic. And I do think that what you say is what you make yourself to be.
Yeah. But I suppose it's like, even on a basic level, when you're in a good mood, good things seems to happen, don't they?
Oh God, yeah.
Everything seems better. Whereas if you're in, you're feeling down, you're depressed, and I've had this where you just don't want to get up, nothing seems good. Nothing seems to...
No, I'd agree with that. And the first day the sunshine comes out.
Oh, yeah.
Always feel good then, don't you?
You do, yeah. You do. Kind of bringing it back to us then, obviously, a lot of things have happened since we met. And, but even like this podcast, where we met, this was something that wouldn't have happened if we hadn't met. We've been Stonehenge. We shared a tent and we didn't fall out. We've got something else in the pipeline.
We did the other bottomless brunch, which we don't really talk about.
Yes, we'll discuss the effects of alcohol medication and
We've done lots of cool things, and we've been some. You've got me out doing hustling with you with some events and all the rest. Yeah. It's been an absolute giggle, hasn't it? Yeah. I mean, that's the whole thing. We just wanted to have some fun. And I have to say, you've made me look at my life in a different way since you've been around. Because at one point it was post COVID, wasn't it? That's when I kind of met you, and you applied to join the company. Yeah. And then we kind of, I think you reached out to me and said, "Oh, do you want to come and do some work for an agency just for doing a out in Loughborough," I think it was. Yeah. And I say, yeah, nothing wrong with that. And that's the year I decided I was just going to say yes to any opportunity. And it started off with you, and then me walking around Loughborough, admittedly, for a little while. But But even then, handing out leaflets, I turned into Mrs. Tourism, handing out directions to
Good.
people,
Good.
and
Yeah.
getting a bit carried away
Yeah,
with
but
that bit.
that time we spent sort of, we just chatted, didn't we? And just, yeah, just it just flowed. And so it wasn't just that we met, it was what, initially it was what that meeting then set in motion, wasn't it? So
Absolutely.
that's
I am going to just reference the first time I actually met you. So you'd applied to join the team, and I met you at Risley Hall, is it?
yeah,
Risley, yeah.
yeah, it was.
Yeah. And I turned up, and I knew it was a lovely hotel, and there's all these washing lines outside, and people randomly. I'm thinking, oh, they don't seem to have tidied up after that, and maybe a wedding at the weekend. And I park up thinking, doesn't seem very right. And these, people come shuffling over to me, asking me for cigarettes and all the rest of it. I'm thinking, that's a bit weird. Then I see a white TT turn up, and I'm thinking, I bet that's Tanya. What is she going to think? And then I kind of went up to you, you're Tanya, and you went, yeah. I said, I don't think we're in the right place. And she went, no. So we just kind of jumped in and went to the next bar, didn't we? We could find.
That's original. They're hanging, they're washing outside. There were sheets and all. Anyway.
Just sat on that sofa and we just chatted, didn't we? It was maybe that awkward situation that we really shouldn't be at this place, so I'm not too sure what's going on. It just opened up the floods and yak, wasn't it?
So, conscious of time, this half hour is going really quickly. So, going back to Mel Robbins, then, she said there are 3 steps to inviting synchronicity in your life. Step 1, know what you're open to. So not rigid goals, but intention, what kind of people, energy or experiences you want more of, and being honest with yourself. So you don't attract what you want, you attract what you're open to.
Yes, I would go with that. Yeah. I would go with that.
Step 2, synchronicity doesn't happen in isolation. Showing up, saying yes, as you've just mentioned, speaking honestly, movement matters. So, i.e., nothing finds you if you're hiding. So it's like that whole thing. Like if you haven't got any friends, and your mum would say, "Well, how are you going to make friends if you don't go out?" Kind of thing, isn't it? So you there is that action involved in synchronicity. And then step 3, notice the patterns, repeated names, themes, nudges. Not everything is a sign, but repetition is information. Reflection, not obsession. So awareness is what turns coincidence into meaning. So are you one of these people that sees signs? You know, some people see like 11:11 on the microwave and...
No, I'm still on the green carpet. I just don't, and I just don't see the whole number thing, and it's though if someone's, is there a feather falling in front of you? Is it good luck? I struggle with that one. Next door neighbour's cat.
I struggle with that one. I'd like to believe it, but I just think it's probably next door's cat's had a bird or something like that.
Yeah. So seeing signs, no. I do feel that if I'm out and about, I always try and be nice and say hello to people and get in there first and see if that makes me feel better, kind of thing.
Karma. I do believe in karma to an extent.
Do you?
To an
goes around I.
Sometimes I do tend to think that. Can I swear? That
you'll go for it. Yeah, it's our podcast.
I have to put a warning on it though. The absolute wankers in life are the ones that get on. And sometimes, we try and be good, we try and help other people, and we're the ones that get shit on. Do
you know? Yes. And I think we only see. Do we only see the misses and not the hits, or is it the other way around? I can't.
Yeah, potentially. It's like that thing again, isn't it? Though, thinking positive, and when you're down, you don't see that, but when you're feeling up, you do think, well, actually, probably dodged a bullet there, kind of thing, don't you? Yeah. But so patterns. No, I've never really got into angel numbers and things, and.
No, I struggle with stuff like that. You see, I'm still stuck with Mr. Knight, who was my maths teacher in my 3rd year, and we had to do probability. Oh, it went on for months, and since then I struggle. I just think, it's just probability,
Yeah. How much of that stuff we use though that we did in maths at school? We had that meeting the other week. There was a black book, not black book, don't call them that anymore, do we? Whiteboard,
Yeah.
because they don't have chalk, do they? They have those pens.
And yeah.
And there was all those maths things on it. And I'm thinking, God, I remember doing those, but I've never used them since I left school. Anyway, different subject again.
Yeah.
But,
I got chucked out of university, but for one of many reasons. But one of them was I could not understand quantitative methods, right? I've got a clue what it was, right? And in all my life, in all my jobs, I've never come across it. And I went on holiday once, and there was a nerd who was on the ski holiday, right? And he worked for BP on the oil rigs, and he used it.
oh.
I was doing a business studies course. He wasn't. How's that work out then? Anyway, let's move on.
So I think we could talk about this. We could go around in circles for forever, but we have kind of touched upon what I think we're going to talk about next week, which is the law of attraction.
Yeah.
Because I think there's so much we can say about it. So belief, intention, the law of attraction, because once you do notice synchronicity, you start to wonder how much of your life you're actually creating.
Yes. Yeah, I would agree with that. So, I mean, after this podcast, you will hear the police doing their song Synchronicity at some point. You're going, oh, yeah. I knew she was bound to come out of it. Yeah.
So, yeah, it's been interesting. I was like, it's still going round in my head.
Because it touches on so many different things. And also, you talk about coincidence, right? Do you watch what's that? Beyond Paradise with Chris Marshall, the detective?
Oh yeah, I know what you're
saying. And he often keeps saying, "There's no such thing as coincidence." You're going, yeah, I hear you, but from a detective's point of view, it is stuff happens, and it's not just random. It is.
Oh yeah. He's not talking about turning up in the same shoes.
No.
You know what's going to happen now? One of us is going to turn up in the same shoes as somebody else because I've been talking about it.
I was at an event the other night and someone had got the same scarf as me. Fortunately, I wasn't wearing it. I didn't say anything. I just kept it quiet.
So we are running out of time, but so the people that are listening, if this episode has resonated with you, we would love you to follow, subscribe, share this episode with somebody who enjoys thinking a little bit differently, and tell us if you've ever had a moment in your life that made you stop and think that wasn't random, because you're definitely not alone, because sometimes the world is smaller and stranger than we think.
Correct.
So thank you for listening to It's a Small World. We'll see you next time.
Okay then, bye-bye.